Okay. I call this December 1st, 2022 public safety meeting to order at 4:05, but it should be noted we don't have a council quorum, so this is not going to be an official meeting. This is just going to be a quick briefing. We have one agenda item today. We have two actually, but we'll put the general business off until we have a quorum. And then just unofficially, I guess we need a briefing from Captain Plum on the amendment to incarceration of city prisoners.
Yeah, thanks. This is just I guess it's the fifth amendment of a contract between Kitsap County and the city of Bremerton for basically the fees associated with incarcerating city prisoners. And really, there's nothing changed except for the dates on the contract and the amounts, the fees. There's a bed fee, per day bed fee, that has remained the same since it looks like 2021. And that was the last time it was increased. And so the bed fee, the day fee or whatever it is remaining the same. So this is just a similar contract as previous years, nothing new.
Okay. It's just the dates are changing.
Yep. And then it looks like the amount of where did I see that? 1.36 million has been approved by the city council in the budget for payment of this.
Okay.
Pretty simple, straightforward. Anything to add, Kylie?
No.
Well, and I guess you'll probably be presenting this, or Chief Wolf will be presenting this at our next council meeting or study session.
It sounds like Lieutenant Heffernan is going to present it there next.
Do we know what our average cost is per year for incarcerating city prisoners?
That is a great question. I don't know the average. It looks, let's see here.
Well, I just noticed in our budgets, every time we go through a consent agenda, one of the largest portions of our budget goes to Kitsap County jails. And just full disclosure, Captain Plum, I've been wanting to know more about that. And so it's okay if you don't have that today.
Yeah.
But during study session, I'll have some questions just to kind of get clarity about how we work in that way with.
Do you want to know the average annual costs? Is that what you're looking for in the past several years?
Yeah, I've been kind of curious how that breaks down. You mentioned a per bed fee. Is that the only cost? It shouldn't be the only cost associated with that. And it's something I was going to start asking about in the 2023 year. But if
there should also be like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say there's also like proportional cost of like medical.
I think it's all wrapped up into the bed day fee. So the bed day per prisoner fee is $157.05 a day, and that includes food, medical care, an aging facility, they call it, the jail, and costs included prisoners with chronic care, addiction, and mental illness. So apparently that all in combination, they come up with this fee of $157.05 a day.
And I think it's though, if they have to leave the jail and incur medical expenses outside, we can end up having a proportional share of those based on, so often a person is, oh, there's Quinn.
Okay, I guess we have a quorum now.
So what I was saying is, so sometimes people are, they're not just being held on a Bremerton matter. So they might be held by Port Orchard, Paulsbo County, DOC, or all of those. And so my understanding is that there's like a proportional breakdown when there's those situations, and that can apply to the per day fee, as well as to over and above like medical costs that might come up while they're
proportional. Can you I guess maybe explain what proportional means in this context. I mean, I know what proportion means, but
Right.
in this context, I'm not sure.
So my understanding, and I'd have to do, I admittedly, I have not drilled down into the breakdown, but I have in the past. So, so like if it was us and Port Orchard and we were both had imposed a 30-day sentence on someone and it was running concurrently, meaning the same 30 days works for both courts.
So they would just stay in, I mean, they would just stay there.
They would
Gotcha.
just stay there.
50-50.
And if the per day fee were $100, we would each pay $50.
Okay.
And so but like if they were released on our matter, like let's say we did not hold them on bail and they were serving a sentence for the city of Port Orchard, then Port Orchard would have all of that. And so like I said, sometimes
It's
people have
complex,
matters.
yeah.
Yeah, the breakdown, so like maybe like, let's say they were released on our matter for the first 15 days, but then the judge sentenced them to 15 days. So then that Port Orchard would pay 100 for 15 days and then pay 50 for 15 days. And we would pay 50 for 15 days.
Got it.
And so anyway, that's how it's been done before, but there are, there's at least what Randy, like there's Paulsbo, Bainbridge, Port Orchard, Bremerton, the county, DOC, and who else uses that facility?
State Patrol, probably.
Well, theirs would be under the county, like for
District Court.
sentences.
Yeah.
District Court or Superior Court. But
Yeah.
I for some reason, I thought that Gig Harbor had started contracting with the Kitsap County Jail as well.
Yeah, they might. They actually might.
And so sometimes in one day might be counting for like 5 different courts. So it kind of depends. So those factors can make it different based on what else that person has going on in their life and in their other courts.
Well, not to mention that some crimes can't be prosecuted in city limits. There are strict
Right,
limits, so,
absolutely. And so anyway, yeah, so it depends.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just be asking Captain Plum about what our average cost per year is. I can go back and look at the consent agenda and see how much we approve monthly. But if y'all have those breakdowns, that'd be good. I think
I was
ahead.
told earlier today that monthly it's about $150,000 a month, but
Right.
but that doesn't give you averages from previous years though.
I guess the hope is that, like, yes, we'll have a contract. That contract's going to specify a certain amount, but I think my overarching question is, we always hope that it's going to come under budget for any line item, but especially, we hope that it's going to come under, like, we're not trying to, if we go, well, hopefully we won't go over 136 million. Hopefully we're going to come well under it. And, I'll just leave it at that for now, but I will see. And what's his title, Heffernan?
Lieutenant Heffernan, yeah, and I'll make sure he addresses your question, is prepared for your question, at least on that.
Okay, thank you very much. Since we have a quorum, I guess, Quinn, we can go ahead and approve the meeting minutes from the last meeting. Have you, did you find it? I mean, I know you weren't there. Do you have any discretions or anything? I didn't see anything, so.
No, I'm fine with approving them.
Okay, me too. So moved, whatever. And I think that I have no new business. Unfortunately, I don't think Chief McGanny is gonna make it to the game that he needed to get to today, but we made it short for you, man. So
It actually got canceled because of
okay,
all the weather.
the weather.
That was good.
Yeah. Okay, well, our next meeting will be Thursday, January 5th. I mean, I guess here's my question. Are we gonna have that meeting? Are we gonna know our committee assignments? I don't really know. This is my first, I'm a newbie, so I'm assuming.
So you might not.
Right.
No. So I would say, I mean, because you're gonna probably have a new council president as of January 4th,
Or the
right?
same, yeah.
Right. Well, they will be, whoever it is will be beginning a new term, right? And so they're going to be assigning new folks. So my suggestion would be maybe that we not have that one.
I was thinking that too. How do you feel about skipping a meeting? Anybody opposed? Hey, I'm not hearing any opposition to that. So I kind of, do we need to make a motion?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Do I make the motion? I don't know. I make a motion to cancel the
Yeah.
next meeting?
I'll second that beast.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
so moved. And with that, I think I'd like to adjourn the meeting unless anybody else has any burning desires. Wow.
Nope,
Okay,
we're good.
great. Have a wonderful evening. Happy
Stay
holidays.
warm.
See y'all next year.
All right. Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You
Merry
too.
Christmas. Happy holidays.